You see a prospect fill out a form, open an email, and hit your landing page. It looks like the perfect opportunity. You route the name straight to sales, they reach out to set up a call, and nothing. You get total, unexplained silence. Traditional lead generation relies heavily on this single-touch approach. It operates on the assumption that the very first person to show interest is also the final decision maker. But getting a name on a form submission simply means someone is curious. It doesn't mean the account is actually ready to close. A single lead is rarely a revenue opportunity. Complex B2B deals demand deep internal alignment. That initial researcher you captured is almost never acting alone. Looking at this typical organizational structure, you can see the hidden committee holding veto power behind the scenes. You have department heads evaluating team impact, finance scrutinizing ROI, technical teams assessing integration risks, and executives demanding strategic value. Stopping at that first touchpoint isolates the researcher, forcing one internal advocate to carry the entire burden of explaining your solution. Most stalled deals don't fail because the product is wrong. They fail because the rest of the buying committee never had a chance to understand its value. To reach all of those stakeholders simultaneously, we have to use surround sound marketing. This strategy abandons single-thread outreach to envelop the entire target account. Instead of handing off a single name and walking away, the goal is to maintain continuous, relevant visibility across the organization until they are collectively ready to act. This diagram illustrates how different channels engage specific stakeholders at the exact same time. While direct email and search visibility keep the researcher engaged, targeted display ads keep your brand visible to the executive layer. We can push even further to complete the loop. Physical direct mail creates a tangible touchpoint for finance, while live telemarketing reaches department heads directly. This continuous multi-channel nurture path builds familiarity across the company, especially during quiet periods. It stops you from forcing a sales handoff before the buyer is ready. Coordination is what makes this work. By assigning each channel a specific role, they combine to create a persistent presence that outlasts any single campaign. Multi-channel marketing generates massive amounts of data. When you look at isolated actions, an email open here, a website visit there, it often looks like chaotic noise. This is where Marketing AI Plus steps in. It acts as the logic layer that connects these fragmented signals, removing the guesswork from sales follow-ups. Look at how this chart organizes the data. The AI intelligence cross-references seemingly unrelated activities across the entire account, like taking a technical lead's website visit and matching it with an executive's display ad engagement. As these diverse data points are pulled together, they form a clear, high-fidelity picture of rising account intent, mapping exactly when a company is ready to buy. Because the AI monitors these signals continuously, it reveals hidden internal momentum. The prospect might not be replying to your emails, but their organization is actively evaluating your solution. The AI translates chaotic activity into a highly structured timeline. The prospect's actual behavior dictates the timing of the sales conversation, rather than an arbitrary campaign schedule. The old metric of success was simply counting the sheer volume of leads delivered. Now we have to ask better questions. Is the entire account showing stronger intent? Are multiple decision-makers actively engaged? This approach completely reframes the concept of a quiet lead. Silence does not equal a dead deal. It usually means the organization just requires more time, more exposure, and more internal deliberation. For the sales team, this eliminates cold handoffs. Instead of receiving a single name and an empty CRM record, they receive opportunities delivered with deep, contextual behavioral history. For the marketing team, it creates a definitive, measurable connection between their campaign activities and actual revenue movement. In complex B2B sales, generating a single, isolated lead is a liability. You have to use AI to track the signals and surround the buyer.